Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to GQUAT Traditions, where good friends become family and family is everything. I want to welcome you, those of you who are coming in on Facebook. There takes a little bit of time before it switches over. And of course, Unbiased LLC, my ninny, but no, I'm her ninny. She was here early. Maria Graham, I always think of you because you are always early. And Daddy used to always say, God rest his soul. For those of you who are on Facebook, I posted a picture of my daddy, my handsome daddy. May he rest in heaven because holidays were always special. Every Sunday, every holiday is still special. He's not here on earth, but mommy is, and family is everything. We waited. Everybody worked. Everybody went to school. Everybody did everything they could to make the family the best that we could be. And on Sundays, on holidays, we all got together and just had a good time, loved up on each other. The jewelry spot, thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Kay Renee's Garden, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you. In case I forget later on, I would like to thank the moderators. For those of you who can see the YouTube chat, the moderators are in blue. The members who are patriots, paid members, are in green. I don't see any of them in here right now. I see people speaking to Mike. That must be Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boy, today is December 21st. Where did the year go? Mike's speaking to everyone. Mike, Mike, Mike. I have not even had time to set up any of my hydroponics unit. I think I'm gonna faint. Sell my clothes, y'all. I'm going to heaven. I was speaking of green. My Yankee sister homestead just busted up in here. I have not been able to catch up with her. I'll tell you guys a quick little story though. I I had a small medical procedure this week. I'm fine. I'm in a little bit of pain, some swelling, dealing with ice packs. My sister, Yankee sister, she can't go nowhere on time. She's on all the lives. She's winning stuff. Francesca, thanks for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. The jewelry spot. If I miss a name, it's because I'm so excited to be here, so excited to see each and every one of you. But going to my Yankee sister, you know a girl is busy when she could not even pick up or send nobody to get her oxtail. And I had to give it to the neighbors. I have no room. This place is full. This little apartment, it's not little. I don't know what size apartments or condos are because I downsized to move here. It's 800 square feet. Every stinking inch is filled up, 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 up. I just want to tell you, it is filled up with everything. Oh, you guys see that the background is changed? Da 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 da. So, what this is one of my many projects. Why you blowing your spot up, oh Yankee sister? I'm doing it because I love you. Anita Haskins, I thank you. This is your first time here. You heard so much about me. Unbiased LLC. My Rachel, that's my niece. We're always busy, always doing something, always creating. and we text. Sometimes we jab each other. We do little things. I love each and every one of you. You know, those of you I said are new on Facebook, those of you who, what they say, are lurking in the bushes. I know what time of day it is. I come on 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Anybody of working age that got a job, guess what? You best be working and trying to pay your mortgage, your rent, your car notes, tuition, something. But I know that everybody is busy this time of day. I come on because it's a good time for me. It's a good time that I've always come on. But what I want to show you, this is the Queen Mama. I'm working on a quilt called an African Queen quilt. Should have been finished. Ain't no I'm I'm going as fast as I can. I'm going as fast as I can. And for 75 years old, I'm just glad to be here on earth and still going. I do what I can do, what I can't do. I say, okay, next, it's nap time. It's nap time. We're going to get to that part because I don't sleep well. Any of you who are following my channel and see me pop up, you see me on lives. I'm doing what? I know how many lives you were on yesterday, Yankee sister. I know how long you stayed there. I don't get to go there, but I have glaucoma. I can't watch computer screens all day, but at night, and when I'm resting my eyes, like I get up 3 or 4 o'clock. I have I was diagnosed with severe sleep apnea. I'm supposed to be on a CPAP machine, but I can't use it. I have sensitive skin and it chokes me. I can't breathe. Sissy, Joanne Stevens, that's my little sister, everybody. For those of you who are new on Facebook or in the bushes. And there were 6 of us in my family, and my sister Joanne is the next to me in in rank. Oh, Francesca, thank you. Don't be sorry, Francesca. Be happy for me because I am still alive. I went to my last class reunion. I want to say it was the 35th. I graduated from Rippowam High School in Stamford, Connecticut in 1966. The last class reunion that I went to, and it's so funny, I took my mom with me, and there were people at my table. I couldn't remember. My mother, who was in her 90s, Mom, Echo, I'm going to tell you I love you. I won't tell them how old you are. She's going to have her nurse turn on the TV or somebody, and she's going to tell me everything I said and tell me, I don't know how you think of so many things to talk about. You were talking about this. I saw you. You had this on. You did that. Mommy Maria Graham is saying hello. She can't see the chat and she doesn't hear well, but she gets that TV cranked up and her hearing aids in her ear so she can check my little butt afterwards and tell me what I should or should not have done in the family traditions in the family name. So this is going to be, I showed it to you guys a couple of weeks ago. It didn't look like this. And I just want to say this. This is going to be a giant block, 41 inches by 42 inches. It's going to be in African fabrics because I am in an international quilting group. I like batiks. I like African fabrics because I'm prejudiced. No, because the quality of the fabrics is not like any you find anywhere locally unless it's imported. And Yankee Sister can tell you some of the people who have been by here, and I showed them the difference in the fabrics. It's a difference in the weight, those of you who are new, and it's a difference in the quality of the printing of the fabric. You see this fabric? This is an African fabric. I'm honestly not sure which is the front and the back. Now that I'm looking at it, I thought this was the front. This might be the front because the fabric is so rich. It's so heavy. It's so saturated in color. This will be the face, the head wrap, the hands. I made the sleeves a slightly different batik because that's what I do. I love, love, love fabrics. So I wanted to show the difference. Oh, and this will be the background. By the way, this dark green, you guys, this is my green screen. Those of you, hello, Carbon Q. She's speaking to everybody I couldn't see or say. Hope you are feeling better, my sweetie pie. You were not feeling well last week. Prayers, and I hope you feel better. I'm just old. I don't look like I'm 75 years old. At least I say I don't, but whatever. And those of you who say I do, guess what? Oh, Duluth. Well, she probably already knows Francesca because Duluth is one of the fabric companies who talk about the quality of their fabric. I love Duluth. I love Duluth fabrics. And the weight of the fabrics in the United States, it's not you can't buy it. Nobody makes it. There are some companies, and I love American fabrics. I buy them all the time. But some of my art quilts, this is going to be one of my art quilts. I hope it will last 100 years when I'm gone. Carbon Q says, thank you. Anita Haskins, hello. She's saying hello. So, what I wanted to tell you, and I'm an up and coming, what is it? It's not internet, a social media, whatever, on Facebook. If you go to Facebook, I'm there under my name, which is Ellen Penny Pankey. Penny is a nickname. I don't really have a middle name, but there are other Ellen Pankeys, there are other Penny Pankeys, and they're artists. They're artists. I'm an artist since I retired, but I want to tell you guys something. Something interesting on social media. If you, whenever you get around to it, just check yourself. Just go on Google or whatever search engine you use, put your name in. If you really want to see what's going on in your life, put your name in and maybe the city or the state that you're in. I'll tell you something. Someone tried to do what do you call a hack, a credit hack on me. Well, I'm retired, but I'm pleased to say and proud to say my credit rating was 800. One weekend, and I won't forget what it was. It was September 6th because it was right after my mom's birthday. And Francesca says I look so young. I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. And I don't know what I did. Something in my bank account on September 6th. It was a Friday. Between Friday, September 6th and Monday, September 9th, some group had tried to hack into my credit and open, say, 10, 12 major accounts. When I found out about it on Monday, who checks their bank account all the time? All the time. Nobody does. By the time I checked it on Monday, there were 10 hard inquiries. And so as immediately when I found out about it, I called my bank, I called the 3 credit bureaus, and I froze my credit. But oh my goodness, they asked me this, that, the third. And then one of them finally said, oh, I'm sorry, I can't authenticate that this is you. You have to call back later. What in the good heavens? What? Other people can use my information. Other people can hack in, but I can't. I know my date of birth. I know what cities I've lived in. I know when I lived there, and I've given you the correct information, and you're telling me I can't verify it? Well, some of you who know red flag, 10 inquiries, 10, 10, 10. So I said, so what do I do to get this off? So they tell me I have to call each bank, each credit agency that the bums apply to. I have to get the file number, the this, the that, the third, go and report all this, take out a police report for each one, all 10 of them. I'm like, oh, you know what? I am not feeling this. I'm not in the mood for it. I don't want to buy anything. When I needed a new house or a new car or wanted something, oh, when I was younger, my credit might have been in the sevens or sixes. I don't need anything now. I don't want anything now. And if I do, I'm blessed that my son and my daughter have good jobs. I'll get them to get it for me. Bump that. Oh, I was so angry. I was so angry. So I talked to my therapist, my PTSD counselor that I go to every Tuesday. And she said, so what are you going to do? I said, I'm not going to do anything. You know, sometimes there's a church song. It says, "Just stand, hold your position while the world is going crazy around you." Hello, GT Junior, driving but listening. I love you, nephew. I love you, nephew. And you just stand. I'm like, I'm 75 years old. I am visiting family. I just had mommy's birthday, my brother's birthday. I'm going to Arizona for a month for my month anniversary. I'm going to be with family. I ain't nobody got time for this nonsense. I don't even want to buy anything. My granddaughter asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I couldn't think of anything to want till I dropped my vaporizer. I have respiratory issues. It's not nothing serious, but I have one of those big 1 gallon vaporizers, and I was plugging it in for the winter because guess what? Tomorrow, November 22nd, is the first day of winter. And I dropped it, and water went, I guess, where the electricity is supposed to be, blah, 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 won't come on. But I have a really nice vaporizer that my granddaughter started me on 10 years ago, and it puts a gallon of water out per day in my bedroom. And it's really, really good. So, K655, hello and welcome. Oh, K655, you won a Cash App last week. Please put a 1 in the chat if you got it. I just want to make sure because, you know, life happens. These little trolls on the internet and bots and whatnot and thieves, they find a way of doing things they are not supposed to be doing. So I'm so excited. Going back to this quilt, she's called the African Queen Mama. I'm naming her the Indigo Queen Mama. And for those of you who don't know, hi, I bring it every day. Hey, Kelly. For those of you who don't know, in other countries, in third world countries, countries who are, you didn't get it, Casings 55? Okay, I sent it. I don't know if it went to the wrong one. Please email me, Ellen Pankey. I did it immediately and it said that it was received. Ellen Pankey at gmail.com. But what I'm going to do is put it up here in the chat. There is another subscriber who has an email address similar to yours, and I don't know if I got them mixed up or if it went to the wrong one, but I will make sure that you get your money. You know, your word is your bond. I was talking about Yankee sister throwing her under the bus, and Daddy used to say, start ahead and you'll be on time. To be on time, you're late. And to be late is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I look good in her blue. Thank you, Yankee sister. I'm trying to sparkle for you guys. I was dragging. I was dragging. So I was telling you about other countries. Other countries, it is a status symbol. It is a status symbol to be what our country calls fat. It is a status symbol because thick women, uh, big boned, us big boned women are less likely to not are less likely to have heart problems, to have other things, to give birth. And there are lists of things, especially like in African countries and countries where starvation, food is an issue. It is a status symbol to have a little thickness up in here. And I never did until I want to say I was in my 40s. And my second husband used to tell me, oh, because I always wore from a size 6 to a size 8 at the most at that time. He said, I saved your life. You were starving to left. Yep, got tire tracks all over me. But I know, oh, from running over you. Oh, Yankee sister, nobody else better not try to get in line to touch my sister. What? I mentioned PTSD counseling, right? Yeah, they'll find out. They'll find out. So going back to this is going to be Queen Mama, an African me queen. I said African me. Oh, a Freudian slip. And this, for those of you who have to, when you live in a small place, when you downsize, some of you are doing sheds to homes, small, tiny houses. This is actually my green screen, but I'm using my green screen as a double for a design wall. So I took some of the other stuff down and I'm using it. Hola, Alberto Mirando. Thank you for coming. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. So this is one that should have been finished. It's only a couple of seams, but I kept changing the face. I changed the hands 3 times. And then I decided on this fabric because African American women are all complexions, and this has from tan to dark brown to black. And we are queens. And some of the people in my group are what could be called Caucasian, live in the continent of Africa. Some are light skinned. There are people in Ethiopia. And a funny, not funny, an interesting story on the Pankey side of the family. I was talking to one of my cousins. I'm on the research committee for Pankey is my dad's side of the family on the North Carolina side, and Thomas is my mother's maiden name on the Pennsylvania side. And Cece's Texas Garden, thank you for coming and welcome. And so I was telling my cousin the Panky, I said my dad is one of the dark brown skin Pankies. I said, but there are some who are very fair, very light skinned. And he said, well, I'm one of the light skinned ones. I said, oh, okay, that's interesting. And we were talking about family histories and going back to the Native American side, going back to the slavery side, going back. And he was telling me that some of the Pankies, I have a Panky cousin in Virginia who did her blood DNA and said that she's related to one of the African queens from Madagascar. And I'm like, oh, I have to look into that. I wonder if we have any vanilla plantations over there. Hello, Random JL. Thank you for coming and welcome. I don't remember seeing you here before, but thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you to GQUAT Traditionzs. GQUAT stands for Garden, Quilt, and Art Traditions. This channel is about me celebrating 8 generations on Earth I have I have forefathers who fought in the Revolutionary War, the Civil War on both sides, the North and the South. I have family members who have come from other countries, um, Thailand, Tanzania, Haiti, Jamaica. My family is international, and I'm trying to document the entire family history. So that's how I started the channel. And I'm trying to document the different gardens in the places, the cooking from scratch. I've been gardening since I was 4 years old, over 70 years. Jamia, thank you for coming and welcome. And I was trying to document that and to share some of the traditions that my family has had, because everybody in here does not have a family or didn't have anyone to teach them their family history. So I wanted to share some of the things that I learned so that you can pass them on to your family and have it in your family history, because some of these things are you don't find these anymore. So many of us grew up, wanting to get an education. I was the first one in my family. Hey, Miss Shirley OG Gardner, thank you for coming. And my parents didn't get to go to college. Thank you, Cece's Texas Garden, for the super sticker. And I was the oldest of six. It was my parents didn't go to college. It was my job to learn algebra, geometry, uh, all of those things, biology, chemistry, and teach my younger brothers and sisters, because my parents didn't have a chance to learn that. They got married young, and when mommy was 17, daddy was 21. They had six children by the time they were 27. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine how they made it. And we had everything. I got joy. I got peace, joy, love like a fountain. Hope you are well. Thank you, Random JL says. And my family, all daddy and mommy ever cared about was their family. They saved everything. Daddy worked 3 jobs. Mommy took care of the house. We had gardens. We moved from, even when we lived in an apartment, daddy always rented a separate space for our gardens. We were never hungry. We were never without, until he had a stroke and some health problems at 66. He always worked 3 jobs. Us kids, we were spoiled, especially his wife and daughters. We all worked, we all did chores, we all took care of the house, but it was one for all and all for one. So I really wasn't feeling all that great today, but you guys made me put my lips on, moisturize my hair, get it going. I did work on my Christmas gifts because I made all of my gifts except for some family games this year. And I want to share that with you. So let me go over some of my mail haul, because Random JL says it's good to hear. Carbon JL. So this is something I actually bought for myself. I had all of my mail halted when I was in Arizona for a month, and I don't have room. I don't have room in this apartment. Everything has to serve a dual purpose. So I have a lemon squeezer, and it's the kind you put the lemons in, you put them on, you put the lemon in upside down, and you squeeze it by hand to get all of the juice out, because that's all I have room for. Except when you're 75 years old, you got arthritis, rheumatism, and bursitis, and whoever else wants to attack your immune system and joints. It's hard to squeeze them. And I have a new recipe for lemon pie that is, it takes fresh lemons, Jay's Juicing with Jay sent me a box of lemons from his Meyer lemon tree, and that got the party started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Oh, I wasn't supposed to be dancing. So it was a lemon squeezer, and you roll it, you do whatever. So I'm 75 years old, and Miss Shirley said, "Girl, preach. Can't squeeze Jack. LOL." Miss Shirley and I both have glaucoma. At night, you hardly ever see me in a live because I don't put my glasses on so I can chat, and I'm looking at it on a big screen TV. So the anything that I buy now, I'm buying with the intention of it lasting the next 25 years. When I get 100, I'm going to like let it go, just like another love TK. No, I have people in my building. I live in a senior apartment building, and one of the ladies in my arts and craft class was 99 years old, and she just stopped driving last year. She lives alone. She lives in her own apartment. She has somebody that come in to help her, as I do, with the heavy cleaning, the vacuuming, the dusting. Can you imagine me climbing up on this 6 foot bookcase with those other things and that 5 gallon, yes, I said 5 gallon stainless steel bowl to get it down to cook something? No, it's not going to happen. So I do what I can do, and I'm buying things to make it last. So no more plastic. I bought this stainless steel juicer on Amazon to make my lemon pies, whatever. I'm doing a lot of fermenting, whatever. And this one, do you see this? This is for lemons, limes, oranges, and grapefruit. And it has enough of a well that I can hold the juice that I bring it. I can pour it off. So I thought this would be great because when I was out in Arizona with Auntie Joanne and Uncle Roscoe, I was making them, spoiling them with all of these 3 ingredient, no cook lemon pies. So the next thing I want to show you, I was in a gift swap, and one of my subscribers pulled my name. I pulled hers. I'm not going to spill the beans. I will let that seems high up. Random JL. Yes, the bookcases are 6 feet tall. The hampers on top of that is full of finished quilt tops that I've got to quilt and get out. I had some health problems over the last 8-10 years, and I wasn't able to sew. I'm just getting back into it. So I'm finishing them up and getting them out. Plus, I'm doing all this other stuff that makes me happy, the art quilts. And those little things have bits and pieces of fabrics that I find here and there. So look at this, you guys. How cute is this? I'm holding it still because I find that when I'm showing you things, sometimes the camera picks it up, sometimes it doesn't. I don't have any merch yet. I've been online for, I've actually, I mean, not online. I've had my channel for 1 year. And guess what, you guys? I have 1,400 subscribers. And at about 5 o'clock, I'm going to do a slight giveaway to celebrate. I live on a fixed income. I'm retired. I'm happy. I don't have anything, but I don't need anything. And it is what it is. So look at this. I love it. And the color, this rich color, it says GQUAT Traditionzs Sewing. I don't know what I will put in it. I'm going to put a sealant on it. I do wood crafts and other stuff. She had this she had this custom made for me, Auntie Ellen, GQUAT Traditionzs, and I love it. You know who you are, and thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm biased, Rachel, my daughter. Oh, listen, because I have some things I want to talk to you about. I know you're working in the background. So, of course, I already have things inside this delightful little box. I actually have one of these from when I was in, I want to say, high school in Cedar. You used to get these hope chests, hoping that you got married, hoping that you did other stuff. And you kept, back in the day, our grandmothers, everybody had an old trunk. That's where they kept the family papers. If they didn't have them in the Bible, that's where they kept everything. That's where they kept everything. So in this box already, my sister Joanne Stephen asked me what I have in it, and I I already have stuff in it. Yankee Sister says, "Yep, Hope Chest. She had one. Geeky Girls Journal. Thank you for coming and welcome. I had a Hope Chest, but guess what? I didn't wait for my hope. I ran away and got married. I ran away when I was 19, supposed to be going to college. My parents sent me to college. I giddy up and got away. I got married and stayed away and I'm living happily ever after. Unbiased can't talk and speak individually, but I get it. So the post office delivered my mail when I got back from Arizona, and this was a Christmas card. Everybody doesn't celebrate Christmas. I get it. My son doesn't celebrate holidays. No holidays, no reason. He just doesn't do holidays. And when I give him things, I try to make sure that it never falls on a holiday, because he's going to say, "Mom, what is this for?" I gave him something when I was in Arizona. He said, "What are you giving me this for? It's your birthday." Oh, because I'm grown. I do what I want to with what's mine. And that's why I gave it to you. And it was something he liked, so he kept it. So this was a Christmas card from a dear cousin who, when I woke up from a coma 9 years ago, and I was in intensive care at the University of North Carolina. She lived near there. She literally cooked dinner every night. My whole family came to North Carolina to be with me. And Auntie Joanne will tell you, my daughter, cousin, she cooked a full meal every night. Every night, brought her to the hospital. I couldn't eat it, but I appreciate her, and we stay in touch. This card is from a niece in Charlotte. Hey, African Dreamin', April and Jay, busy. I know you're listening. I love you guys. So, this is from one of my honorary nieces. I met her in 2002. I used to breed Cane Corso Italian Mastiffs, and she bought a show quality dog from me. She came from Charlotte, North Carolina to Connecticut. She got the dog. Her dog was a dream dog. She loved him for the 13 years that he was alive. Then, after he died, she came and got a second dog. Cane Corso Italian Mastiff is a major, major, major dog. And at that time, it was a rare breed dog. She came and got him. And then 9 years ago, when I was no longer able to keep these huge mastiffs myself, I gifted her the baby, the 6 month old female that I have. And she says, her card says, "Merry Christmas, Auntie. Wishing you a happy, healthy, and wealthy new year. I love you, Michelle." And this is why I say good friends become family, and families is everything. When I was growing up, I was not allowed to say, "Oh, this white kid, this black kid, this Jewish kid, this Italian kid." My mother didn't play that. It was like, And everybody in the neighborhood, when the kids were out playing, no matter if you had to go to the bathroom, the nearest house you went to, you could use the bathroom. If somebody was eating, you ate dinner with them. If you did something you weren't supposed to, I don't care what religion, what race, what creed, what color you were, and they saw you doing it. That's why I say it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to retire an old person. Us old people can't make it alone. I get packages downstairs in my building. I can't lift them. I have a cart. I can't bring them upstairs. There are some people who are younger who do that for us. What do? I do what I can do. I bake, I cook, I make key fobs, the little gifts that I make, I bring it to them. And when I have extra food, I go put it down on the community table. So, what is in this box? I will show you. JL says a village. It's a village. So, Sissy, I don't know if you remember this, if any of you remember this. Growing up, like I was trying to do my eyebrows today. My eyebrows are not even. And growing up, I remember mommy using something called Maybelline. It came in a little red case, and you wet it with water, and you put it in the black part, and you put it on your eyebrows, and she, she would put it on her eyelashes. Mommy was fancy. My mother is very fancy, very classy lady. I don't know where she got me. She probably wonders too. So I was talking about that. That reminds me of this box. So every cabinet for Thanksgiving had this little box of Bell's seasoning. Do you see where it says all natural, 150 years? Well, it was always in the cabinet. Those of you who lived in the country made sausage. This is what they use. I remember take my mama did too. And it was small. So I found some online. It wasn't expensive. And I bought it for my sister Joanne and for me. And it tells you how to make Belle's classic stuffing recipe. And for those of you who might want some, they're not paying me, but I make money. Money don't make me. At my age, you can only spend so much. I was talking about my credit infraction. I'm like, okay, in a year, they're going to take the freeze off. I don't even care. I don't even care. So my credit went from 800 down to, what was it? 770. So they're already bringing it back up. It's up to 789. I don't care. Rats, I don't give a rat's. Whatever they do with their credit, whatever, I'm not doing it. So anyway, it's telling you how to make. You didn't have to buy the stuffing in the jar. You in the bags. You know what we're talking about. You dried your old bread out, your old cornbread, and you knew whatever holiday was coming, and you put this in. And this is very fine. I can tell some of it has leaked out of the box, and this whole box smells like herbs. I'm trying to see if it says what herbs are in here. Oh, yes, rosemary, oregano, sage, ginger, marjoram, thyme, and pepper. What is simpler is that? Uh, yes, Francesca. There was no MSG back in then. I don't even think MSG was invented. It's all natural. No salt, no GMOs, no gluten. And I remember mommy always had this little box in the cabinet over 150 years before they started making all those chemicals to kill us. Mala'a, hello, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another thing that I bought, I didn't get it open, and I didn't. I don't use MSG either, Francesca. And in fact, everybody who knows me, I cook from scratch. I don't use, I don't use, I don't want to knock it because other people use it in their cooking and whatnot. I cook everything from scratch. It takes me a long time. It takes me a long time, but I do it. I stick chicken in the, in the slow cooker at night or a big pot. I soak beans overnight. It takes me forever. That's why you don't see a lot of cooking videos. I would have to speed it up. Auntie Joanne will tell you I cook everything from scratch. You process your animals. That's what my grandparents did. We did everything. My grandfather, hey, MB Heritage Farms up in North Carolina, how are you doing? My grandfather, and we ate what there was. Maybe you chose not to eat it, but you didn't throw food away either. My granddad on my mom's side hunted big game. I mentioned before he had hunting dogs. He hunted bears. He had 400 acres of land in Pennsylvania. And why did he hunt bears? Because the bears hunted us. He had Yes, you can make that to make sausage, casings 55. If the bears came on the property, they would take your kids and break in your house. So you had to clear the 400 acres. Who going, like I say, who going to stop them, boo? Who going to stop them? You have to you won't be hungry at my place, Francesca. Thank you. And thank you for saying that. I can make a meal out of nothing. You dress it, I'll cook it. My dad was a hunter and a fisherman. We had a small boat. I think it was a 16-foot boat when we were little. And Auntie Joanne, she was always a troublemaker. She didn't like the country. She didn't like the flies and stuff. Well, she didn't like the boat, the smell of the mixed diesel fuel, whatever they make for the engines, made her sick. So daddy and mommy and the other five kids would go out on the boat and go fishing. And Joanne and I would stay at the beach and play all day. You could do that back in the day. It was safe. It was safe. So anyway, this is Taylor's chalk. I don't remember any of you who took sewing home economics, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, the Brownies. So this little pack came with pink, yellow, and blue. Why? Because when I when I'm marking on black or on a denim, I can't see my marking. I borrowed one of Joanne's white markers, so I'm going to share with my sister and send half to her. Now, the last thing I have in here, and it didn't come in the box, I'm going to take it out because I don't know what I have on my computer over there. It looks like Santa was on crack around here, him and his elves. Hey, Nancy, our treasured home. Thank you for coming. Casings 55, all that I know is that the deer hunters, the people who make sausage, you have to have lean meat, fat, and spices and grind them up a couple of times. That's all I know. But I make fabric postcards. And no, GT Junior, I told you guys I had a little medical procedure this week, and I wasn't able to go to the post office and stand in line. I will be going. Francesca says she's taking her youngest daughter to play practice. Thank you for coming, and I appreciate you. So, Francesca, oh, wait, real quick. You asked me about stamps. This is a 51-cent stamp for those of you who are making fabric postcards. And this is what you put in the corner of your fabric postcards. Not I don't even know how much a regular postage stamp is. It's 75 cents. This is what you need. Some of you I know who have sent me cards, and I appreciate it. This is what a 51-cent fabric or collage postcard is, what it looks like. You can do a screenshot. So I wanted to see that because I will be sending some out for Christmas. So, the next thing I want to show you, because I'm getting ready for Christmas, Francesca, no, your post office, if you call them, they should have some. My post office knows that there's somebody that mails fabric postcards, and any postcard is 51 cents. It's 4 inches by 6 inches. So they order them. These were all they had. Are they iron on? No, Francesca. They're just regular postage stamps. They have whatever that sticky stuff is. You take it off and you mash it down. You put it on your fabric postcard and you put it in, you have them hand stamp it. After they hand stamp it, you put it in a little plastic baggie, you tape it closed, you hand it back to them, and it just goes through the mail like anything else. Like anything else. So, you guys, here is my upcycled handmade denim apron. I made it myself from an old dress. I put this embroidered patch on it. I made it from scratch. If you look at some of my old videos, you'll see me cut it out. I didn't have any pattern when I did it. I just did it. I knew what the top of an apron. I've been cooking. I've been cooking. I'm the oldest of six. I helped mommy cook all my life. All my life. I cooked for my sisters and brothers. I got married at a young age. So this is my apron. It's all jeans. I took little pieces of it. I made a strap. And guess what I did, you guys? I took a hammer and hand tools. I don't have any. I'm going to do a video about it. And I installed this grommet by hand. This is just one of the little things that I use when I make keychains and lanyards. I just took one that I already had. You can buy these on Amazon. I bought these. It didn't come with any instructions, anything. So I remembered back when I took a couple of wood shop classes in my old age because I wanted to do something. So this is my apron, and my sister Joanne. This is upcycled denim. I'm so excited. It's finally finished. And I'm keeping it for myself so that I have something to show you guys. And this is pure leather. So I can wash this. Leather is leather. The animals wore their leather out in the storm and snow and ice and snow and everything. So, and this is all pre-washed. Now, let me show you. Some of you don't sew. Hey, Jags, J3GS. Oh, I have to hurry up. I have to hurry up. So I found online a place. Fabric is expensive. If you don't have anybody to give you any jeans, like Big Rooster or your granddaughter's husband or anybody, you buy denim. Denim is $20 a yard minimum. So I found this place online where I found denim aprons pretty inexpensively. And those of you who are creators, you can take a piece of unbleached denim. Those of you who have crickets, you can put your own information on, make your own merch. So look at this. This was actually a little bit hard to do. You see that hand stitching on there? I made it look original. I hand stitched one of my embroidered patches from an embroidered machine, Unbiased LLC. And those of you who have Blissful Acres, who have embroidered machine, it was kind of hard hand stitching down in the pocket, but I made it work. So now I have an apron for inside, one for outside. This will be the spoon pocket. And this is actually artificial leather. So, this one fell. And I want to show you something. Speaking of denim, dun, 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 dun. I can't pick it up. Ugh, it's heavy. The mailman delivered it. Big Rooster, you rock, dude. You rock, my nephew. He said he was going to send me some of his. Whoops. Some of it. It's not alive if I don't drop something. He sent me some of his old jeans. I love you, love you, love you. I love you, Big Rooster. And oh, they smell so good. These must be old jeans. These are small. I could probably wear these. And no twerking. They would probably fit in the back. So he sent me some jeans, and I am going to send you something handmade, homemade from your Auntie Ellen. And look at these. These are like my thighs, actually. Actually, look, I made those other bags out of kids' clothes. I've got my granddaughter going all over the school she works in, asking people if they have any old jeans. And the best thing about these aren't the jeans with the elastic in them. These are not the jeans with the elastic in them. I'm so excited. I can't wait until I get my kids' Christmas gifts out because I have been watching and waiting. I couldn't wait to get to those. Twerk and hold up, Hermana. I don't twerk. What is twerking? What is twerking, Yankee sister? Mother, I didn't say anything about twerking. I didn't say it. So, last thing that I'm going to do before I do the smoke giveaway from my little retirement, I am, except for a few family board games and gifts, I'm making all of my gifts. Pop goes the weasel. So something fell. So far, I have 18 of these neck support pillows. Let me tell you why. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, I'm not a physical therapist, but I do want to tell you this. Those of you who are interested in these pillows, there's a reason for them. Those of you with sleep apnea, those of you who snore, it's because your head is in the wrong position when you're sleeping. It's hung back on your pillow and you're snoring, you're doing this. So let me show you how I make my pillows. I don't make, well, this is one for travel so that I don't have to reach back on the seat. This one is my personal pillow for my bed. I like my pillows soft and squishy. Soft and squishy. And so this one is soft and squishy. I put my handles, for those of you, this keeps your neck in the proper position. I can't use my CPAP machine. The CPAP didn't work. I put this behind my head. Oops, or not. I put this behind my head. And what these different people put straps in different places for different reasons. And this one is actually different fabrics. Why? Because I didn't have three to go there. And I made it like an accent pillow. I like purple. So I put this behind my head. These straps do. Some people make them in ribbon. Ribbon's not durable. This pillow will last 20 years. I have one at Auntie Joanne's house that is 20 years old. So this is what you use to adjust it in back of your neck. And it works well if you have back issues. You can put it in back of your neck one time, in back of your back, whatever you want, between your knees, whatever you want, where you're feeling pain. So I have this one done. Da-da-da-da-da. This one, Mom, don't watch. The kids are probably in Mommy's room listening in the bushes. I very seldom use white fabric in anything. I never use white thread. Why? Because there's nothing except in veterans quilts with the red, white, and blue. So this is for a family member. This is for a family member. I know, Rachel, you love this fabric. You love that pillow, and it's amazing. Again, I don't put long straps on because we have a 3-year old. And if you put the long strap, you can actually use this for carrying. You can put it over your luggage. This one, a small child might be tempted to put it over his head to carry it. And when I'm speaking of small children, this is, and the filling. If you know who you're making a pillow for, this is for a 3-year old. When Nana reads him his stories, I'm Nana, I'm going to tell him to go get his pillow and put it behind his head. And we're going to start a new bedtime tradition. And I didn't fill it as hard as one of the pillows I'm making for somebody who's like 6'4" and 240 pounds. The amount of support they need behind their neck is not going to be what a 3-year-old, 25, 30-pound baby needs on his neck. But he will have this pillow 20 years from now. He will have it. And Yankee sister, yours is still here with the strap on it so that you don't have to pull it. And Carbon Q, you preppers, I can't reach them right now. They're out of reach. I have a whole lot of them that I make in camo, all kinds of camo. So, that being said, I want to do a small giveaway to celebrate my 1,400 subscribers. Let me get something to write a number down. No, I didn't. I brought everything over here except my pen. Hold on one second. Duval. Hold on one minute, you guys, because I will show you. Some of the camo ones that I'm making for my 2A family members for when they're camping and prepping and doing stuff. So, check this out, you preppers and 2A folks. So this, and each family member will get their name on theirs. So, okay. Duval. Okay, so you guys, we are going to pick a number. And moderators, if you're still here, I need your help, please. I would like to, well, first of all, I'm going to put start, and we're going to pick a number from 1 to 50. And it's for a $5 Cash App. Casings 55. Something is wrong, so I want you to please email me, ellenpanky@gmail.com, so that I can get your Cash App. Apparently, somebody else got your $5 last week. All right. So I see the numbers going in after I push start. Yankee Sister says hello to everybody she didn't speak to. And those of you who are here for the replay, thank you. Thank you for coming. Please leave a comment. Please like, subscribe, and put the notifications bell on so that I will know that you're here. One of the benefits of having a small channel is that I can answer each and every comment. So I'm looking. I don't see the number. Keep going, going, going. Keep going, going, going. I cannot believe it. Okay, stop, everybody. Stop. I see the number, and it's actually funny. Okay, stop everybody. The first time I see this number, and the number is 37, I can't figure out how she's doing it. Casing's 55. It looks like I see you put more than one number in, but the first number I see, this is 37. If the moderators can go up to where I push start, and I see Jegs is the first person that started putting numbers in, and then went down. Oh, I see. Casing's 55 guessed a lot. Well, she's good. She's got fast fingers. Right under Duval in Our Treasured Home, Casing's 55. Can somebody please verify Casing's 55? Please email me. Maria Graham confirmed that Casing's 55 won. I will send your money, and I will send your $5 from last week. So thanks, everybody. Miss Shirley, the OG Gardener, is coming on at 7 o'clock. Odom's is coming on at 9. Or you can check their channel and find out. Peace, love, and blessings, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Casing, Jag said that Casing's 55 won. Congratulations, ma'am. I need to get with you and get a lottery ticket because you guessed really, really well. You are doing good. Thank you. Ego Amote. Peace, loving blessings, everybody. I love you.